Hey kiddos, it's Miss T. Welcome to Miss T's Tales. KEYANA loves school. Written by NATASHA and Anastasia Tarpley. Illustrated by CHARNELLE PINKNEY BARLOW. Second graders, my teacher Mr. Pendleton calls from the front of the room. I have a very big announcement. If you've met me, KEYANA McGee, you know that big ideas are my specialty. So I can't wait to hear what Mr. Pendleton has to say. Next week is Harriet Powers Elementary's 100th anniversary. That means students just like you have been going to this school for 100 years. 100 years? That is a big deal. To celebrate, let's come up with a classroom project that shows other kids, maybe even 100 years from now, what we love about our school, Mr. Pendleton explains. Suddenly, a humongous idea pops into my brain. I wave my hand in the air. Mr. Pendleton calls on me. My grandma Anna makes quilts. She says they can help us remember our family's history. What if we made a classroom quilt? Mr. Pendleton smiles. Great idea, KEYANA. Each of you can make a square that shows something you love about our school. And then we'll stitch them together. All in favor of KEYANA's idea? Mr. Pendleton asks. Everyone cheers. I can't wait to get started. All day, I focus on my favorite things. Like at lunchtime, when Mrs. Lewis sings the choices on the menu. Do you want tater tots or string beans? And I sing back in a big, strong voice. Tater tots, if you please, hold the cheese. In science, I hypothesize, experiment, observe, and conclude. At recess, I climb my favorite tree and pretend it's a spaceship exploring the galaxy. Back on the ground, I enter the library and settle in my favorite book. Our librarian, Mrs. Clifton, whispers to us, special stories are everywhere, and books are adventures we can share. After a full day of school, I brainstorm ideas for my quilt square in my room. I'll make cutouts of musical notes for singing with Miss Lewis. I'll sketch a fantastical, galactical spaceship tree. And last but not least, I'll draw the cover of my favorite book. At school the next day, Mr. Pendleton puts on jazzy quilt-making music, and we cut, draw, and glue. When everyone is finished, Mr. Pendleton and our art teacher, Mrs. Ware, pin all the squares together. Our quilt is fantabulous. Then, Mr. Pendleton says, since the quilt was your idea, KEYANA, I'd like you to present it at our 100-year celebration assembly. The whole school will be there. The whole school? This is big, and not in a good way. I've never given a speech in front of that many people before. What am I gonna do? While I'm worrying in my room after school, I hear a knock on the door. Come in, I say with a sad sigh. It's my Uncle Dave. Whoa, he frowns when he sees my face. Why so much gloom? I have to present our classroom quilt at my school assembly, and I'm so nervous, I will. You know, KEYANA, whenever I perform in front of an audience, I get nervous too. Really, Uncle Dave? So what do? Uncle Dave takes out his trumpet, which he carries everywhere he goes, and plays a little tune. Then he starts to sing. Music and poetry are almost the same. Let your feelings flow, that's the name of the game. Close your eyes, breathe deep, and you won't fall apart. Straight from the start, just speak your heart. Then I have a big idea. The next day, right before the assembly, I know exactly what to do, and I ask all my classmates to help. Before I know it, it's time to go on stage. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. And I start to feel brave, just like Uncle Dave. Welcome, everyone, I say in a big, loud voice. My name is KEYANA, and I'd like to recite a poem I wrote about our classroom quilt. Our classroom quilt shows our love for our school, which isn't a surprise because this place rules. We each made a square of our favorite things. One of mine is lunchtime with Miss Lewis, who loves to sing. But I haven't even told you the very best part. When you put our different pieces together, you get a fabulous quilt with one big, beautiful heart. KEYANA loves school. The end.